So now we got Rolly versus Pitbull. Let's talk.
Push the weight and no flex. Flex alive is one in the six. Fit the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker hot stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bros on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. You know, I slowed up on the short videos just for a moment because nothing is ever concrete. Let me just take it a step back. As you know, Ryan Garcia did what we thought was a great thing when Devin Haney currently making history, doing right by the sport, doing what he's supposed to do. The man's a champion, and he's still looking for all the smoke. Undisputed champion at 135. Let those belts go. Now he's at 140. He already caught a title, captured a title at 140. And he's still looking for the smoke. And, you know, to get into what Teofimo Lopez is talking to, that's a whole video in itself. There's work to be done. There's work to be done. And Ryan Garcia stepped up and he said, hey, man, you know, nobody wants to fight Devin Haney. You know, he seems to be the real boogeyman. You know, still waiting on, you know, Team Haney is still waiting on Subaru Matias to get back to them and say, hey, man, we ready for that fight. This is the longest week in the history of mankind. But that's another live stream, you know. Everyone loves to say that Bill Haney be lying, but you know, no one's saying anything about Peter Khan or Subaru Matias. But whatever, like I said, that's another live stream or that's another short video for another time. So Ryan Garcia calls out Devin Haney. He says, okay, hey man, I'm for the smoke. And I said, well, you know, Ryan's coming off of a win. It was a trap fight. They put him in there with Oscar Duarte, and Ryan looked pretty good. The exception of that, I don't even know what to call that. That wasn't even Philly shell, but he listened to the corner for the most part. Derek James got him right, and he stopped Duarte. So it was a pretty good win. I gave him credit for that. I congratulated him for that. And then he called out Devin Haney. I gave him credit for that. And I thought, you know, he was stepping up to the plate. You know, he called out Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins for putting him in a trap fight in which he was successful. So I thought this kid was heading in the right direction, but, you know, it didn't take him long to remind us who he is. And he's a scam artist with a bunch of Instagram fans. And just when we was about to give him the benefit of the doubt, he reminded us who he was with his schmuckery. He backs out of the Devin Haney fight, and he couldn't just back out and say, look, man, I changed my mind. He couldn't say that. He had to back out and didn't disrespect him with pay-per-view sales that he hasn't even have access to. All right. Some liar said Devin only sold 50,000 pay-per-views. Ryan Garcia backs out and he says he only sold 30,000. Ryan, shut up. Y'all fought a week apart, and we know about your sales. Okay, we had people on the ground. Half of the arena was open for you. And the seats were also at half price. And I understand it wasn't even sold out. So please be quiet. But anyway, Oscar De La Hoya, you know, he tries to throw a monkey wrench in the program. And he says, hey, you know, don't look now, but here comes O'Hara Davies, who was expected to win in his bout. And the problem was he was fighting Barrosa, who gave Rolly Romero all the headache in the world, whom people think that Barrosa really was winning the fight, and Tony Weeks stepped in with the premature stoppage. Go look it up if you missed it. And here's the thing. Barrosa came in there and shocked the world and stopped O'Hara Davies, because O'Hara Davies was going to get inserted into all of this 140 mix, just to add more confusion. Well, the old Aztec warrior beat O'Hara Davies' ass tech. He beat him, knocked him out, first round, stopped him. And there went that. So Rolly Romero is just sitting, and we're saying, hey, man, I want a rematch. I want to see what happens with Rolly and Barrosa in the rematch. Right? I thought that was a pretty good idea. But then Floyd Mayweather starts hanging out with Ryan Garcia. He pulls away from the Devin Haney fight. All of a sudden, he don't want it. Everyone's chasing pay-per-view sales and everything else. He don't want no parts of Devin Haney. He pulls out, very disrespectful. Your coincidence. He was hanging out with Floyd. What a coincidence, right? Then he says, hey, man, I want Rolly Romero. You want Rolly Romero. And everyone's saying, hey, man, you know, these kids, they got a brief history. You know, that might be a fun fight. Well, here goes Ryan Garcia again. No, thank you. I'm pulling out. I'm going to go in the direction of Jose Ramirez, which is not a gimme fight either. So, again, Ryan Garcia, he gets his own video. I think this kid is crazy. I really think that this kid is crazy. I think he needs a pill and some therapy. But again, I'll talk about him some other time. This is about Rolly Romero versus Pitbull Cruz. Because of Ryan's, you know, uncanny, erratic behavior that left Rolly Romero without a dance partner. You know, Rolly Romero's on record saying, you know, F Princess Ryan Garcia, F Oscar de la Fishnets, because we all know why he's calling them fishnets, and F DAZN, the ishiest streaming network out here, wasting my time, and more importantly, wasting the entire boxing world's time. This is what Rolly was saying. He said, it's disgusting to see how you guys do business when. And then you go, what he says, then you're trying to go behind my back offering Pitbull and offer then claiming I outpriced myself. Y'all effed up. So what Oscar was saying was that they went to the direction of Jose Ramirez because Rolly priced himself out. Listen, guys, I don't know what he asked for, but that pricing out, look, you got to throw a number at it now. So all the boxing big heads, because you know, people like they'll be all week, all month talking about who deserves what. You know, this guy deserves this and he deserves more. Look, man, Rolly's a champion at 140, and this is another thing. Pitbull's fighting at 140 now. Last I checked, he was at 135. Did I miss something? Y'all let me know in the chat. I'm not perfect. This fight is at 140. So Pitbull's coming up 5 pounds. It's at 140, right? It's for his belt, right? Oh. Yo, shout out to Pitbull Cruz for coming up 5 pounds. Just another day at the office. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I like this fight. I would have liked to see Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. But I like this fight. These guys are going to have to find each other. They're going to meet. This fight's not going the distance, man. This fight might be exciting. It might be exciting. Matter of fact, look, man, it's going to be exciting. These guys aren't boxers. These guys are sluggers and punchers, man. It's whoever lands clean first. Somebody going to sleep in this, man. Rolly's a strong kid. And Isak's a determined volume puncher. He's hard-nosed. He's going to be in Rolly's chest. There's going to be some fouls. They're going to be knocking each other on the floor. They're going to be rolling on the floor. There's going to be a few tackles. This is a fight right here, man. This is a fight. This is a sleeper. Dare I say, this might be fight of the year. Is this the Latin version of Gaddy Ward? I mean, really think about what I'm saying, y'all. This might be fight of the year, and I'm telling you, this is not going to the cards. It's impossible. How is this going to the cards? Y'all tell me. How's this going to the cards? I'm going to tell you what, though. The winner of this, they need to fight Barrosa. All this posturing that Ron Garcia does, I'm telling you right now, you get in the ring with Ramirez and lay an egg. First of all, Ryan, you're a pay-per-view star. You're not supposed to be fighting on anything but pay-per-view. Past that. So you're failing already. Let me tell you something, man. And don't let this fight, let me tell you, this fight ends in controversy. People are going to want to run it back. We watched Gaddy Ward 3 times. We watched Pacquiao Marquez 4 times. And yes, I watched all 4 of them. How many times did Morales and Barrera fight? Think about it. Think about it. This fight right here has the potential to be something special, man. Even if somebody goes out early, it's going to be exciting. Either one of these guys could drop the other, man. But this fight is happening at 140, so Pitbull's fighting at 140 now. Look at that. Not a care in the world, right? You already know where I'm going with that. Y'all know. Y'all know. So I'm actually satisfied with this. That's what I'm saying. I'm not ripping this fight at all. I told y'all before, I like Pitbull. I like his story, his determination. You know what I mean? He's fun. He's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, man. So shout out to Pitbull, Cruz, and shout out to Rolly Romero. I think if they settle the score, and if there's no demand to see these guys fight twice at least, the winner should get Barbosa. I like the old Aztec Warrior. He's earned it, man. He's earned it, man. I thought he got robbed versus Rolly. I think it was a premature stoppage by Tony Weeks. And Barbosa's coming off of a knockout win, man. Show that man some respect. Show that man some respect, man. I mean, come on, bro. So, yeah, I'm not going to entertain what Oscar said, with the pricing him out. I don't want to hear that, man. We keeping it simple over here. We want the fights, man. I want to try. I want to try to keep the money talk to a minimum. I want to try. And I know it's impossible nowadays. I know that. But let's just keep it simple. If we get in this fight, ladies and gentlemen, family, I like this fight. I really do. Salute to Pitbull Cruz. If this is for real, salute to him for coming up 5 pounds. And, Rolly, man, this fella's going to be in your chest. When it's signed and sealed and we get a date, then I'll give my prediction. But if this is official, I'm not missing this, y'all. This is a fun fight. Really think about what's about to happen here. This is a fun fight. This is going to be a fun fight. And it's not, I don't think this is going to 6. I'm dead serious. Get excited about this right here, y'all. Get excited. Regardless of how it ends and who wins, get excited about this. It's time to pump up the fighters that are actually doing things this year. Let's not talk about the guys who are posturing for more money and, all of this ridiculous stuff. If you're a champ and you're looking for the smoke, I'm saluting you. All right? Rolly wanted that Garcia work. And Garcia, you hang out in the mall with Floyd one time and now all of a sudden you're king of the world. I'll never trust Garcia again. So salute to Rolly and salute to Pitbull Cruz, man. Get this done, y'all. And I'd really, really appreciate it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Bronx on deck.
Move!